Why you should renew your membership? Why not?
Happy Thursday. Of course, today also is a day I will never forget what happened. 9/11. That was in, what year was that? So they will never forget. It's one of those days you remember. I remember exactly where I was when the attack happened. And it hasn't stopped because, yes, it is something pretty devastating, at least to me. And to many people, of course, happened. And it's still a shock. This is someone I used to watch on YouTube. I followed his channel. I liked some of what he used to say. A conservative man of God, Christian, Charlie Kirk. And to see that he was gunned down in broad daylight in public, the way that happened, sad that this can happen in America. Very sad. So that, plus today being 9/11, it's just bringing back memories. What do we do when we have memories that are not so joyous or so positive? We look at the ones that are positive and focus on the good that is still out there. There's still a lot of good. And one thing I know for sure is that Charlie is with the Lord. That's one thing I know for sure, because he was a follower of Jesus. He is with the Lord. And the great thing is, for the 13 or so years that he's been running his company, he has amassed a lot of knowledge on his TV, YouTube channel, so one can go back and watch them. And I just pray that his family will be comforted and strengthened. A lot, young man, only 31, still had a lot that he could have offered, but he did a lot that many of us may never do in our lifetime. So thank God for the life he lived. Pray that his family is strong and comforted. And I don't know him personally. Sometimes when you watch a lot of videos done by people, you begin to feel like you know them to some extent. But he stood for truth, he stood for sense, and a lot of the things he talked about, I admired the way he articulated his viewpoint. And may his soul rest in peace. So, with that said, I don't normally like to say without say, but here it is. I said it. I was going to talk about having a true generosity, and that has to do with something that is not just on occasion. When we are generous, it's something that should come from the heart, and it could positively impact those around us. So whatever resources we have, we can be generous because it's given to us for a purpose. So, well, you can put your resources to work for you. For example, your money, put your money to work for you, whether it's helping those around you, providing resources, or you can find someone to mentor. That's generosity because that's your time. And it's a focus on what can I give rather than what can I receive. And in BNI, we talk about the giver's gain. So it's focusing on what can you give to help those around you, to help their business, to support them, because inadvertently it will come back. You don't give to get, but when you give, it does come back. So the Indian poet Rabindranath Tagore wrote, "All that is not given is lost." Wow. All that is not given is lost. So what are you currently losing by holding on to it? Definitely something to think about. What are we holding on to? Because it will be lost. But when we give to others, they can multiply it and pass it on, and it just keeps going on and on and on. I love that. All that is not given is lost. So the focus is on giving to others, and that's true generosity. Sound a bit hoarse today. Lots of emotions going on. I have been just scrolling, just reading the different viewpoints. It's sad to see that I'm back to Charlie Kirk. It's sad to see some people are actually saying how happy they are that this happened to him. No matter what person's viewpoint is, if it's not in line with yours, rejoicing over someone's demise is not right. So I'll just close with, give something away. Charlie gave a lot away. If you check his videos, he gave a lot. Just articulate. I love his articulation on his points. He always had a good answer, was very respectful. He had a good answer to give to people when they opposed him. Just free speech. And he got killed for that. That is sad. That is sad in our nation, that would happen, where we're supposed to have the freedom of speech. Anyway, that's my thought for today. A bit of a damper, but we'll be back tomorrow, and I'm here before midnight, so that's a plus for me. Thanks for joining. I see some people are still on. Thank you so much for joining.